Hello, I'm Glenn Brown, and today we're going to draw the hitch peg, part number 4 on the miniature train. So if we look here and we look at, this is all we're going to draw. And the best way to draw this when you're looking at different objects to draw, and you see something that looks like a cylinder, some people's initial response is to draw it a circle, like maybe in the top view, and then extrude that circle and then somehow put this cap on top. The more efficient way is to just take and draw half of this and then revolve it. So just draw half of whatever you're doing, in this case the hitch peg, draw half of it and then revolve it. So also, if we look at the assembly view of the train, we can see this is the hitch peg. It goes in this direction. So since we're basically cutting it in half and drawing it, half of it, we'll be drawing from the top view, because we'll be drawing it as if we were looking down on the top of it in this assembled position. All right, so let's get started on that. Like always, you'll first want to go open a new file, open a standard IPT file, and then, as always, start 2D sketch. Remember, everything is a 2D sketch. So we start with a 2D sketch, then we extrude, revolve, loft, whatever into the third dimension. So as I said, we'll start with the top view. We can double check that this is the top view because it says top on the cube over there. So we have that. Remember also that the coordinate system on Inventor, for whatever reason, turns it on its side, turns it 90 degrees. So if we look at top over here in the corner, we can see that it's turned 90 degrees. We just need to put it back to 0. So first of all, let's take a look at our drawing. So it can see that from the very bottom here to the very top to the crown of that sphere is 0.65. So we'll make first a line starting at 0, 0 as always. We'll make that line straight up and make it 0.65. So now we have that. So we will right click and OK. And it's very small, but remember, you can either use the scroll wheel to zoom in or out, or you can just click top and it'll bring that into view. So the next thing we want to do, we're going to draw half of it. So this tells us that there's a diameter. Remember, that symbol is for diameter of 0.25. So we're creating this out of a circle that is a diameter of 0.25. We're only drawing half of it, so we'll make that 0.125. So we'll get a line, go back to 0, 0, come out 0.125. Okay. Next, we're going to go up. So we're drawing this line now. So we're going to go up, and we're going to go up 0.5. Go over here and go straight up 0.5. So this is where it gets a little more, where you're just going to kind of free sketch in, or this is at least the way I do it. So I know that this spherical radius is 0.208. So I'm going to use that 0.208 as my radius. So I could start a line here, draw straight out 0.208, or what I usually do on applications like this or parts like that, I just go out, right click and OK. So I just drew this line, no specific length, but I did draw it horizontal. So now the next thing I do is I come in here and just free sketch in a vertical line, right click and OK. So now I have that, and then I use dimension, go create a dimension from here to there, and that's where I put in my 0.280. So now what I've done is I've created this intersection right here. Ooh, I just noticed that I need to change that dimension. I've created this intersection here and this point here to draw my arc. So when I come back, I do need to correct that. So that's easy. Just click on it, 0.208. Say okay. All right. Now I'm just going to use trim to clean up my intersection here. And now I'm going to use arc. I want to use a 3-point arc. I'll snap to the top of my initial line. I'll snap to where my intersection is, and then I'll get this curve to kind of where I want it to be, and then I will go back and put in the radius, which is going to come from right here, 0.208. So I'll get that close, and then I'll put 0.208. And I'll come in and I'll check. And it looks like the crest of the arc gets there. And we'll see in a future part where that doesn't necessarily work and we have to adjust. So now we've got this. So we've got our basic shape, right? It matches here. We've got our basic shape. So now we can finish sketch, go to revolve, and just identify our closed loop as the profile. We need to tell the axis. If you've got a newer version, it says in red, select axis. And then we'll just select this line here. And that creates your Hitch Peg. And that's really all there is to that one. Remember, always save your files so that you don't lose them. And you're good to go. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to click like and share if you feel that some other people could benefit from it.